Do you know, like, when you go to do a trick, do you have an understanding of like who your audience is?
100%. It's never the same cookie cutter performance. I'm always adapting it in the heat of the moment. I can read it, and it's to a point where I'm not really conscious of it, but on the inside I feel it, you know, and I know what they want, and I know how to give it to them. That sounds a little dirty, but
that's what she said.
That's what she said. Ladies. The magic man, the magic hand. But the one thing I wanted to say earlier about this is for anyone that's coming up into any kind of art field. You know, one thing I realized as a magician, you could have the best tricks in the world, but if you can't approach a group of strangers, you have nothing. But the thing is, you got to find your way, your thing, that your niche is. You know, I find that people have this like they want to be entertained. They want to be approached. And so when I go up to them, I almost act like I'm giving them $100. Not physically by any means. I'm giving them value, and I want nothing in return. I do a line when I'm at gigs that I'll go up to a group of people mid-talk. I'm like, hey, I don't mean to interrupt you guys, but they paid me to interrupt you guys. And they get a little laugh, a little chuckle, you know, like, what's your name? It's like, Kevin. I'm like, oh, that's correct. You know, I say all these lines, get them laughing within the first second, and then I don't even have to do magic at that point. I'm already in. You know, I can converse about anything.
That's what I mean. All these things are very important in the performance industry, you know, and I think I'm just astounded about your ability to deconstruct the human psyche. That's one of my biggest fan base things about you is you're almost a psychologist as well as a performer.
Yeah, I'll even say I'm just making this up off the top of my head. I'm almost like a fisherman when it comes to certain things, and what I mean by that is I'll wear things like right now I'm very cash, but I'll wear things like imagine like a broken mirror as a tie, right? And so you know somebody's like, oh, it's a good looking tie. I'm like, oh, it's because you're in it, you know, all these like funny things. But I'll wear things and do things in a sense that cause people to come up to me. And that saves me going up to them and all that. I can approach anyone, but the people that approach me, I already filter them in as they're interested. Because, you know, people can say, oh, it's a cool tie and talk to their friends, or, oh, that's a lazy tie or whatever. You know, but if someone comes up to you, man, I really like your tie, and they're genuine, like that person, I want to talk to that person. I want to interact with that person. So I kind of do a thing where it filters in, you know, energetic people, and then I move from there. I grow from there. So that's one of the little tips and tricks is you know, have something that calls people to come up to you. Nice. But you feel good in, but they come up to you, they compliment you on it or something like that.
It's called peacocking.
I try to use that.
Questions that I had for you is how do you overcome that stigma of like, oh, I'm a magician, and have it be like, what do you play kids parties? Like that's the challenge. That's like the biggest, in my eyes, I feel like that's the biggest stigma and challenge to overcome.
1,000,000%. Now, what I love to say is when people are, oh, you're a magician. I'm like, no, I'm the magician.
Yeah.
It sounds so much cooler, you know? And once I say that, they kind of get a sense, you know? They get that vibe from me. And once I show them one trick, and I do a trick that's so quick, and it's so visual, and it makes them laugh, and now they're like, oh, damn, this guy's the real deal. And from there, it's just playing around. It's having a lot of fun from there.